Pressure was off, the sun came out and the trophy was lifted. The celebration police had no jurisdiction at Selhurst Park on Sunday. After the impromptu street gatherings in North London and Arsenal's own in-house watch-along party at the training ground on Tuesday as Man City surrendered the Premier League title, finally the club came together to lift the trophy as one away at Crystal Palace, beating Palace 2-1, but few will remember the game, only the party. They were made to wait a little longer by Palace end of season awards and a lap of appreciation, but after 2 decades, what's another few minutes? Especially the Gunners staff filtered onto the pitch wearing Arsenal white away kit, followed out by the players adorning the traditional red. Champions 26 was emblazoned on the back of Arteta's shirt and every member of the squad. Each player was called up individually to receive their medal. Rice and Saka kissing the trophy, still waiting to be held aloft, and then the moment came. The image of Captain Mado Artengard holding up the silverware, backed by his teammates. Red fireworks and blizzard of ticker tape will be etched forever into Arsenal history. It's an indelible moment in the mixing catharsis and joy. The first time since 2004 they celebrated as England's best. Arteta twisted and turned with the trophy he held low before thrusting it skyward in pure euphoria. Sporting director danced with chief exec. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta was given the bumps by his players. What a ride for their owners, Kroenke, represented by Sam Kroenke and Josh. They were once subject to intense protest demanding they sell their club. After backing Arteta with heavy investment in recent years, they emerged from the tunnel before the heroes' welcome, carrying a trophy across the pitch to the far side where 3,000 travelling supporters were assembled. At the end of the tense and emotionally exhausting run-in, Arsenal finally reached the promised land. There were many reference points that illustrate their dramatic upward trajectory at this old corner of South London, offering the two springs to come to mind. Arsenal were soundly beaten in 2017 3-0 and they were reiterating calls for Arsene Wenger to leave. 5 years later, in the same month, they lost by the same scoreline and Arteta apologised for the performance. Today, they were crowned champions. The actual 90 minutes were in the eye of the storm. Palace obviously in the Conference League final, Arsenal had to play the Champions League final. As a result, lineups reflected thoughts elsewhere. Palace manager Glasner made 5 changes. Arteta changed the entire lineup. Everywhere you look, there's a reminder that our results didn't matter. A blessed relief for Arsenal. Kepa made his Premier League debut in goal. Norgard first start in midfield. Zubimendi at the right back. Skelly continued in midfield while Dalman became the youngest Premier League starter, producing a moment of magic to help unlock Palace's defence for the opener, finding Martinelli, who released. Jesus could already have had a hat-trick. And he was an adverse, firstly, for why Arsenal signed Gyökeres to replace him, and secondly, why they're yet to offer him a new deal. But there wasn't a day to judge anyone in Arsenal colours. Madueke scored 3 minutes into the second half. Mourinho played the final 28 minutes in his first appearance since January 25, following a foot fracture. Madueke limped off moments later. In keeping with Arsenal's season, there was a nervous finish with from Mateta heading in Pino's equaliser moments later, only for it to be ruled out offside. Instead, Arteta was able to share a joke with Glasner, leaving the touchline, and it didn't really matter. 7-point advantage locked in. They're the first team in Premier League history to go an entire season without picking up a penalty or red card. The latter point is significant given their improving discipline with a significant margin for improvement next year. There is no time for a post-mortem. They will of course look to kick on, but they can do so free from the burden of history, uncumbered to enjoy football and knowledge they are champions of England, the undisputed best team in the country, and that should really allow them to push on and go in for more in the coming seasons. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.